Hey, you're having a cup of coffee with Dre. Ooh, my favorite coffee. Honestly, what really gets me going is when the temperature chills enough where you can just have a hot cup of drip coffee. Any kind will do, but it's two-part. My favorite cup of coffee is my Nespresso machine. An espresso machine, any one of the 1 ounce to 2 ounce shots, the single shot, double shot, I'll go over ice all day long, as you can see. In my spare time, I would say what I do is a lot of different things, but what I love to do is be around my kids in their activities. Whether it be going on a field trip, coaching their sports, or helping my daughter with one of her arts and crafts projects she comes up with at home. But it's just spending time with the family and getting a chance to do it with a lot of limited restrictions on it. So much. I miss so much about playing the game. Luckily for me, I get to do a lot of stuff, fun stuff that were involved in the game now that I'm done. But at the same time, the monotonous stuff that annoys you while you're playing, you miss it. Showing up at 1:30, getting your uniform on, going to the training room, going to the gym, going to the batting cage, going back, getting your uniform on for batting practice, all that routine, all those monotonous days, I miss 100%. And then the most, standing in that batter's box at Dodger Stadium and having 56,000 fans around you and getting a chance to have that bat. There's nothing like standing in the middle of that stadium and having that bat in front of those fans. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. Like that's tough. I've had so many great memories at Dodger Stadium. I think one of my favorite has to be in 2008 when we first got Manny Ramirez. He came over. You know, it was off to this great start, and it was Manny Wood night. You know, all these people wearing these dreadlocks and bandanas and everything out there, and the outfield, and he didn't start that game, and then he comes in for a pinch hit, and he has a 3-1 game-winning home run in the 8th inning or something like that on his, and it was a Manny Wood bobblehead or whatever night it was. And that was probably one of my favorite moments because that was my 3rd year in the big leagues, and it was like, wow. Like I'm playing with Manny Ramirez and I'm really in the big leagues now. That's like my first pinch myself big league moment. Obviously there's a lot before that, but like I'm really here now. My role model grew up Ken Griffey Jr. Easy, said, stamp it. If for anyone out there who doesn't know Ken Griffey Jr., doesn't know what he's about, just Google him, YouTube him, look up his highlights. I think there still hasn't been a player since he's been around that played the caliber of outfield and offensive production he put up, you know, for so many years, and I'm confident in saying that. Favorite food would have to be a red chili burrito. My favorite food, red chili burritos. I didn't like red chili burritos when I was a little kid. I look at myself, but my kids don't like them either. And I'm like, when someone presents me that and like gives me as an option to eat, like there's no turning it down. I don't care. Like I'm gonna go all in. And that was one thing I can remember my mom always being like, "You want to try this? Want to try that?" Nope, don't like that. Don't like that. Now, might as well just put it in the bag. I'm good. Ooh, do I want to say yes, but then I don't know. I don't believe in them. I don't believe in aliens. See through anything. I think that's the easiest one. I think a lot of people would be like, I want to see through it, be able to see through walls, see through stuff, but sometimes you don't want to see what's going on behind people's walls. First thing I bought was, this dates me here. First thing I bought was like a 80-inch projection box, big screen TV. I don't know if you remember these. I know guys my age, our parents remember this, but anyone younger than me, you probably don't remember these big screen old school TVs that had projection boxes. They were really thick, but they were big screen and they projected from underneath, and you could get them in massive sizes. And you know, you see like these 80-inch flat screens. Well, imagine a flat screen being 2 feet thick and just as high and had to sit on the floor. That's what these TVs were. And that was the first thing I bought in 2003. I can't even remember, it was probably $3,000. I mean, it was expensive back then for a TV, but it was like the biggest picture you could get without having a projector. Butter pecan all day long. Give me double scoop, triple scoop if I've been a good guy that day. Biggest pet peeve would have to be at my house with my kids, everyone, is dirt, trash, any type of stuff that just is left on the floor. When people walk by something and like there's like a little wrapper or like a little pebble or something, you know, you have kids in the house, they're dragging in blades of grass, all kinds of stuff, and they just keep walking by, because like when I walk barefoot, like I seem to be the only person who steps on any of that stuff. And like that's my biggest pet peeve, and everyone knows me, like I'm a serial vacuumer. Like I have one of those Dyson handheld vacuums that I'm walking around with 2 or 3 times a day, just like picking up stuff on the ground, because my pet peeve is stepping on or seeing trash on the ground. If I had to change my name, would it be, why would I have to be, I've changed my name to Dwayne Johnson, because I mean, I would want to be like The Rock, and it would be great that people would associate every time they heard my name with The Rock. So it'd have to be Dwayne Johnson because of that fact right there.